Morning, ladies and gentlemen. This is Tanker for you 1234 here, and welcome back to Call of War episode number 3. And before we start, I would like to mention shout out to Brickafit, as some of you may or may not be aware that I have won his 100 subscriber giveaway, so that is very good. And what that means is that hopefully sometime I shall be doing a review on that said prize. So I will do a review, I will shout him out and basically do a full scale review on it, essentially. But anyway, back to Call of War episode 3. So far, in the first episode, we planned the invasion of Hong Kong, Malaya, and then some to Singapore, and British North Borneo, British held Northern French Indochina, and Burma, albeit Burma was to be taken once I captured that, and I captured Malaya and Singapore. Actually, I did not do what Japan did, which was march into Siam, and then march down the Malay Peninsula. I just took Kota Bharu, I took that, and they've marched straight down to Singapore. With Burma, it was from Sungai Patani, is that how you pronounce it? But I took off from there and landed at Mengui, if that's how you pronounce it. I landed there and advanced up the coast. Meanwhile, my troops had marched across the border. One unit which had captured Port Blair in the Andaman Islands, they took... Where should have gone? Yeah, they took that and then they just pretty much point blank split Burma in two. Which point, that is just a recap. We basically, if I zoom out, albeit rather slowly. Look at that. That is glorious. Literally, that is amazing. We've managed to gain control of the British Far Eastern possessions. Wasn't really any resistance, there was barely any resistance, and currently we are now planning the invasion of British East Africa and the modern day United Arab Emirates. We're planning an invasion of them, and currently everything is going swimmingly for Japan, albeit I'm not really sure if it's going to work because I've got no clue how many troops they've got there. So I've got no clue how many troops, if there are any troops, that is the key thing. I've got no idea if those troops are there, or I'm going to tick, or there. I've got no clue, because obviously I've got no clue. So, zoom out again. It's basically a little bit of a backstory about, obviously this never happened, but of course it's a game, so you can do what you want. So as you can see, British India is allied with me, Spain is allied with me. This never happened. As many of you know, Japan had invaded China. Bearing in mind this is 1939, so they have pretty much captured most of China what was worth capturing. So Shanghai, Canton, Fuzhou, basically pretty much everything worth capturing was taken. They even captured Peking, modern day Beijing. Although I do think that that's a tiny bit unrealistic, because if I recall, Japan pretty much gained all of these bits. They basically they surged across China And it was only 44, 45 that the nationalists, like Japan, actually made proper gains in Operation Ichigo, Operation Number 1. So they did that, and that was only when they gained, basically, is that British Indian? That's not, it's Tibet. That is Tibet, yeah, it is Tibet. Yeah, it is Tibet. So, anyway, it's basically, what's that blasted mouth's gone? There, found it's basically Burma, after Japanese troops invaded Thailand, then known as Siam, they launched the full-scale invasion will be launched in January. So, at which point they advanced really swiftly, not as slowly as I did, but they were really swift. It was literally pretty quick. So, and then they were on the frontiers of India. This is a tiny bit unrealistic, because where is it? Impal is there. Where's Kohima? There. Their border was pretty big. So it's a tiny bit unrealistic, but really, not really much of an issue, because it's not under my control. So, basically, pretty much everything's working out, albeit I'm a bit concerned about these invasions. Might as well go and check the newspaper when it loads. There, it's loaded. So see, I am there. That's Japan. So basically, as you can see, I have this blurry, but I'm there. That works out fine. As you can see, I've still got my hold on China. I'm not dealing with them because there's no point. What the heck is that? What the heck? No, literally, I'm so sorry. I just need to check the United States. Bleep. I think, if I'm correct, they have. The United States has declared war on the Netherlands. I now need to relocate. Get you bloody wrong. Yes, no, bleep. No, how stupid are you? Move you to there. You're gonna load or not? Yeah, it's just being a bit fussy at the minute. See, boo, no, I do not want to go there, will you? There, finally. Finally. Crumbs, where's that mask on? There, got it, you. I'm now just pretty much. I need to beef up my defences. Zoom in. It's 8 minutes, but I really need to defend Singapore production. Produce. Same time, I can go to buildings. We just basically what we now need to do is go to there. Infrastructure level 1. Build. I mean, I can get tanks and stuff to be produced in Singapore to defend it. Which point I can relocate you guys to just off Singapore. Which point it will safeguard any invasion that could happen by the United States. I'm not concerned about them. I'm not concerned about the United States. But what I am concerned about is how many points. We're ahead of them. But I do not want to get involved in a war with the USA, nor Canada, nor Argentina. Because they could potentially use the Philippines as a springboard. I mean, this doesn't really leave me with an alternative apart from declaring war on the USA. But I'm not going to do that. That would just be stupid, because it would mean having to invade Hawaii, Midway, all the US possessions in the Southwest Pacific. So, like, no, that's French, so I'm not concerned. But anyway, That would especially mean I'd have to invade a ton. Is that the same French thing that I've been clicked? Hello? You gonna work? Oh yes, it is French. Bleep. Try that. You gonna work? Hello? Doesn't seem to be working. So anyway, and on that note, ignore you, scroll back there to recap. So anyway, please like, share and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.